Selling content to clients can seem daunting, but with the right information and persuasive examples, you can win them over. Let's discuss the keys to convincing leadership that content is a smart investment. Howdy, hey folks, welcome to the Wednesday Word. Today we're going to talk about how to sell content to clients. The first step is going to be making a great business case for investing in content. So let's start by highlighting the financial benefits. Let's look at the potential for increased sales and revenue, which is a powerful way to sell leadership on content marketing. Concrete examples of how content drives conversions and site traffic, which translates into sales. Use case studies and metrics that clearly connect content efforts and financial growth. Dig back through client success stories to see who boosted profits after investing more in customized content assets. The more you can quantify how content pays off in dollars, the better. Also remember that content supports and enhances existing sales processes and outreach as well. Now expect to self-educate through that research phase. Equip sales teams with branded articles, case studies, and project one-pagers to shape that perception with buyers. So when we sell content, we also have to think about the strategic value of content. Creating authoritative content positions the company as an industry leader and a thought leader. Now, this elevates the brand and achieves broader marketing goals like greater awareness and consideration. Curated content libraries also provide ongoing value to prospective buyers and loyal existing customers. Tailored assets speak directly to a client's pain points and business objectives. This captures attention and conveys that you truly understand their needs versus blasting generic product information. Once we set that business case, let's compare what the client is doing now to their competitors. Call out specific content budget numbers and statistics from leaders if possible. This shows how seriously major players treat content to drive measurable business results. For example, Oracle spends over $50 million a year on an own content strategy, and Adobe allocates 45% of its total marketing budget to content. Compare this to the current investments that the company is making and display that gap. Stats like these indicate how high the stakes are now, with content being so tightly integrated into demand gen. And highlight for this client that high-quality, valuable content attracts and retains lucrative customers in today's digital marketplace. The companies doing this well will gain an edge as their competitors stick to the product one-sheeters and websites and set-and-forget kind of resources. Now let's say you've packaged all that up, present it to the client. They're interested, but they're not willing to invest fully just yet. That's okay, that's where a pilot program comes in. Let's start with a small controlled budget to test content marketing at a manageable scale. In the agency setting, that's going to be writing a couple bylines or putting in a couple case studies. Do a few things really well and convince them you can take on that larger scale once you've really knocked their socks off with great quality content. You'll also want to track a few other success metrics with more quantitative bits to them. Now this can be tricky depending on which route you take. If you're looking to get more owned media, you can usually track website traffic, conversion rates, and the like on those specific blog posts. If you're doing thought leadership articles and bylines, you're looking maybe at some squinchier metrics, but things like number of page views or where you're getting placements can help you build a stronger anecdotal case to sell that pilot program back to leadership. And of course, if you can tie all of this back to revenue generation for your client, that's going to be a linchpin that helps you sell this program. Building that financial case and tying it to goals leadership cares about makes that pilot concept really attractive. It moves you from, hey, let's just try some pieces of content to, we can gain $200K in profit the first year through specialized content in X area. Give yourself in that pilot window 3 months or 6 months to get it started, but tie back to those larger annual goals. When you do all of that, you're minimizing the risk of starting a content program and allowing for testing and iteration to really get it right. Getting leadership buy-in for content for your clients requires speaking the language of business impact. Quantify how it supports growth by generating and nurturing leads. Link it directly to broader corporate goals using data from respected peers and investing heavily in owned media strategies. Start with a well-defined pilot tied to revenue gains or cost reduction, and emphasize content as both a competitive necessity and a value creation opportunity. Now, you know content can create big value for your clients. It's about speaking that language and crossing that barrier to convince them it's worth investing further in. But if you can skillfully connect the dots between content and financial returns, you'll bring in that increased support from leadership. I'd love to hear your experiences out there in the agency world with selling content. So share back some comments on the video or on LinkedIn. Would love to hear what you guys have been up to. That's it for the Wednesday Word. Thanks for joining. We'll see you soon.